So, hello everyone. I know I haven't really been on YouTube or I haven't posted anything in a few months, but I'm really just here to do a bit of an update on the Doctor Who series and how things are going to go with that. So, my basic idea is we're going to have 6 episodes per season, and I don't know how many seasons they're going to be. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to put out more than 2. I don't really know at the moment, but at the moment I've got episode 1 script done, or at least the fourth draft of it. I've had a lot of drafts the first episode. The second draft of the second episode's done, so the second episode script is also done. Third episode hasn't been done yet, fourth hasn't been done yet, but episode 5 and 6 are for the most part done. So it's the middle part of the third and fourth episode that it's not done yet. The reason for that is episode 3 kind of takes place in the Victorian era, and it's hard to nail the dialect that would be used then. It's kind of difficult to, I guess, to translate modern dialect into dialect from a good, well, I don't know, a good almost 200 years ago, I guess. No. I guess 100 and, I can't remember what time, but like what exact year I'm using, but anyway, well over 100 years ago. So there's kind of an issue with that. Episode 4, I've had multiple ideas for, but nothing set in stone. I have one idea where it takes place in Area 51, one idea where it takes place in the UN building, which is probably the one I'll use because the Lego Architecture UN building's out, and it looks pretty cool. That would allow me to kind of tie in UNIT again, and they're going to be pretty. They're going to play a leading role in the series because UNIT is one of my favorite parts of classic Doctor Who, or at least the Pertwee era. So, as he is my favorite Doctor, like, never mind. But anyway, so UNIT will be involved in that. The difficulty I've got here is Doctor Who's an interesting time now. UNIT is just getting back to how it used to be, like to the same feel of a smaller organization, part of the UN. Even though modern UNIT isn't connected to the UN, I'd like it in my series for UNIT to be reconnected with the United Nations, as their acronym sounds better with United Nations in there. But that's yeah, that's pretty much the only reason. Um, but the problem is, at this point in Doctor Who, like in the actual show, Gallifrey is kind of back, but kind of not. So anyone who's doing a Doctor Who series now will find it very difficult to get started because Gallifrey both does and doesn't exist. I think I'm going to make it far enough in the future that Gallifrey is just beginning to get back to how things were pre-Time War, but it isn't as corrupt as it was. Gallifrey's very, I guess it's gone through its trial by fire, and Gallifrey as a whole has realized, well, take precautions, I guess, because them meddling with time caused their own extinction, if you think about it. But for me, I'm not completely sure how that's going to tie into some of the stories. But yeah, that's kind of how things are going to be. So Gallifrey does exist in my series, but it's still kind of just reestablishing itself. So there have been I'm not going to have any straight alien invasions of Gallifrey instantly because honestly, I don't really know where I'd go with that, and it wouldn't be the Daleks because I'm tired of the Daleks. But I'm not completely sure what I'm going to do for that, and honestly, I want to get all the drafts of the scripts done so I can then get a character list. I'll then list off all the characters, and then I can get a casting call out. I can send out requests to various actors, and stuff like that. But that can only be done in the summer, because then people have a lot more free time, and I'll guaranteed get my voice, get the voice recordings through. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. Wait, no, there was one more thing. At this point, the TARDIS set isn't complete, but I'm gonna go on Bricklink, kind of order all the pieces I need. Um, as of now, the TARDIS, I haven't got a TARDIS yet, like a TARDIS exterior. And I've seen multiple different versions, like different designs, and my favorite would have to be it's this one that you see in the How to Build video done by Nightly News at 9. But that's, yeah, so I'm gonna try and find one of those like on Bricklink or eBay or something and get one of those, because I honestly do not have enough uh, blue bricks to build a proper TARDIS exterior. Um, I'm just planning to buy Particle Illusion soon, and I'm just kind of getting, like, I'm just gonna try and film in the next few weeks kind of a test on the green screen, so I can kind of get used to using a green screen in Photoshop and things like that. As honestly, my Photoshop jobs in Batman Lazarus were pretty poor, but since then I have learned a few more tactics, and I've kind of learned how to equalize lighting, so that awkward thing with the Batarang, that won't be happening with whatever projectiles moving or whatever. But as a whole, I'm hoping to really up the up the production value and the quality of what I'm going to be putting out, because having just raw visual effects and things in itself isn't that great. Since Batman Lazarus, I have found a site that does a lot of sound effects and things like that, like a lot of free to download sound effects, and I've kind of I've kind of been practicing with those with some audio recordings, none of which I'm going to upload because really there's random stuff. And I've also found, that it's easier to kind of dig deeper into the stuff at Incompetech to kind of find some better music tracks. But pretty much, other than that, there's pretty much nothing to talk about. So it's just kind of letting you know what I'm doing, and to let you know that I have not died, and I'm not planning to die. So that's pretty much it.